It's kind of the theme song of people like you and me. We're kind of hard asset guys. I like gold and silver. I don't trust my government that much. And I don't save money. I save gold and silver because it's liquid. In other words, if I need cash, I just come out of silver or gold fast and I'm into cash. And I was talking to Rick about why do people hang on to cash when I think, was it you that said they're guaranteed inflation is at 7% and they're paying you 3% or something? Why would you hang on to it?
Inertia on the part of most people and lack of knowledge on the part of most people. The US dollar is an IOU nothing on the part of the US government, and the US government itself is bankrupt at this point.
Yes.
We're headed for really, really serious trouble. And I do exactly what you do, Robert. When it comes to saving, as opposed to investing or speculating, when it comes to saving, I buy gold coins and silver coins, put them aside, and
forget it.
Forget it. Exactly. They'll be there if I need them or want them for some reason.
I remember, Rick, Doug, when I was about 25 years old, silver was $50 an ounce. Today it's $35 an ounce, or approximately for a coin. Now, I'd rather have the US dollar. I'm going, holy mackerel. See, my opinion on the speculation side, I think silver is most, and by the way, we're not an investment company. Richard doesn't make recommendations. But right now, I'm looking at silver and my teeth are getting soft, going, holy mackerel, what an opportunity. But people would rather hang on to the dollar.
Yeah, I completely agree. A little bit of history on silver that you're very familiar with as well. But back in the late 60s, before Johnson took it out of dimes, quarters, and half dollars, silver was 90 cents an ounce. And it ran up to $50. And the last time it was a real bargain was in about 2001, when it was trading at $4.25 an ounce, which is to say cheaper than it was back in the late 60s. Now it's about $22. And I think it's an excellent bargain. It's not a freebie, it's not a giveaway anymore, but it's a great place to put aside capital. Better than gold for upside, I think, at the moment.
Right. And I said, I have friends with millions in cash and they don't need the cash. But I said, why don't you put some of it into silver and gold coins? Yeah. They'll put them in long-term treasuries. I go, are you nuts?
It's going to be a tremendous transfer of wealth in the next few years. I think from the people that are doing what we recommend, capital comes to us and it's going to leave people that are doing conventional things. We live in unconventional times. So no, I completely agree with you. And I guess both of us speculate in small mining stocks, which most people don't even know exist, and aren't something for most people because they're so volatile and it's such a specialist area and it takes a lot of specialized knowledge for them. But that's a leverage way to play gold and silver.
Yeah. When I was younger, was it James Brown, the singer? He was called the Godfather of Soul. I sometimes refer to you and Rick Rule as the Godfather of Gold, because I look to you for not so much why to buy gold and silver, but you guys are macro guys. I mean, you are traveling the world constantly. You see what's going on. And I talk to most people, they were born in Scottsdale and they'll die in Scottsdale. That's all they ever see.
Yeah, that's true. That's true of most people. Actually, I had an opportunity just last week, believe it or not, to go to Equatorial Guinea with a few friends. Very few outsiders have been there. I passed on the opportunity for a number of reasons, but I like crazy countries like that because I like on-level playing fields. If I had gone to Equatorial Guinea and I was looking, crazy place, but if I'd gone there and I was looking for opportunities, I'd be on an on-level playing field where I'd have more capital, more knowledge, better connections than most of the people there, which would give me an advantage. Here in the United States, I'm just one of 300 million other people.
Right. And you've went long, I don't know if you still say it, but a while ago you said if you were 25, you'd go to Africa.
I would, for just the reason that I just said. I like to be a commodity that's unusual and in demand. And the fact is that a young guy who's got something on the ball, who has something to offer, something to say. It's possible in most of these countries in Africa, if you have something to say and something to offer, to be sitting down with the president within a month. And that opens up other opportunities, because unfortunately, most of these countries in Africa are very, very political, and things are, they're less commercial than we are here. You've got to have connections. If I was a young guy, yes, I'd go to Africa.
Yeah, I don't know how people can sit there and trade the S&P, going, holy mackerel. What twigged you to get out of wherever you were born and travel the world? I mean, what was the spark?
Well, I was born in Cicero, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago, and basically grew up in and around Chicago. And I made a mistake after high school, go to college, something I don't recommend for people, but it took me to Washington, D.C. I went to misallocated 4 years of time and a bunch of money at Georgetown University. I spent my junior year at Georgetown abroad in Switzerland, traveled all around Europe, and realized that the U.S. may think it's the center of the world, but we're not.
No.
America's only 4% of the world's population. Everything that you want in the world, what you should do with the time that you normally spend in college, drinking beer and chasing girls. Nothing wrong with drinking beer and chasing girls, but you can do that anywhere. You don't have to spend a lot of money and sit in back of a desk absorbing twaddle from left-wing professors. I have to get that editorial in there today, because the higher education system, in fact, the entire education system in the United States is in good measure responsible for the corruption of young people today, wokeism.
FYI is, as we speak right now, last summer, I spent the 7 weeks training, teaching at Barrett Honors Program at Arizona State University. So I brought all my entrepreneurial friends. I brought my oil guy in, my water guys. I brought we invest in commodities. So I brought my real capitalists in there to teach them about how we trade something outside of paper. I'm so hardcore. I'm said, if you can print it, I don't want it.